They're suing me for something I didn't do. Like, on God. It's just the most bullshit thing. And I literally had to pay them a lot of fucking money.
Jake Paul just faced his worst nightmare, and no, it wasn't a right hook from Mike Tyson. The legendary heavyweight has introduced new rules that have turned the upcoming fight upside down. What was once a high-profile showdown between a YouTuber turned boxer and Tyson has now become a nightmare for Jake. Tyson's only rules mean no scoring or decisions, only knockouts count. But it gets worse. Tyson also called for random drug tests leading up to the fight, which has sent Jake into a panic, especially with ongoing ped and steroid allegations looming.
But, yeah, and then I wake up the next day and, like, have a phone call, like, with my lawyers.
Over him. Tyson's demand for testing has everyone talking, and it's clear Jake isn't thrilled. Mike Tyson just dropped a bombshell that's turned Jake Paul's world upside down. Out of nowhere, Tyson hit Paul with brutal new fight rules, and they're no joke. Forget scoring rounds.
I'm so sick of this shit, bro.
They said they have a warrant for Jake.
Decision victories or drawn-out 12-round chess matches. The only way to win this fight is by knockout KO only rules. Tyson's making it clear he wants someone flat on the canvas, and that's how this fight will end. No exceptions. But there's more. Tyson also threw in random drug tests for Jake leading up to the fight, and when Tyson speaks, the fight world listens. So what's behind this move? It might just have something to do with those swirling rumors about Jake and performance-enhancing drugs. With these demands, the pressure on Jake has skyrocketed. We'll dive into the drug allegations and what this all means for the fight, so stay tuned to find out more. If you haven't been keeping up, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson are set to face off on November 15th. Yes, you heard that right, the problem child is stepping into the ring with the baddest man on the planet. This fight has been hyped like crazy, and the world is buzzing to see what happens when the YouTube sensation squares up with a boxing legend. Tyson, even at 58 years old, is no joke. He's still got the power, the skills, and let's be honest, that aura of fear that makes him a force in the ring. On the other hand, Jake Paul has been riding a wave of success, knocking out former MMA fighters and boxing veterans. Most recently, on July 20th, 2024, he took down bare-knuckle brawler Mike Perry, leaving him kissing the canvas. Guy knows how to sell a fight and keep people talking. But Tyson? He's a different... beast altogether. This fight was supposed to be a massive payday for both fighters, with many thinking it would be another entertaining showdown where Jake might go toe-to-toe with one of the greatest. Now let's address the elephant in the room, Jake Paul and the steroid rumors. These whispers have been circulating for months, and with Tyson's demand for random drug tests, the heat is on. If you've been following Jake Paul's boxing journey, you've probably noticed his rapid muscle gains and knockout power, which have raised plenty of eyebrows. From social media trolls to serious boxing pros and pundits, many are questioning whether Jake is really doing this clean or if something extra is helping him dominate his opponents. So where did all these allegations start? Well, it's important to note that Jake Paul has never tested positive for anything. But that hasn't stopped the rumors. Jake went from having a lean, athletic build to a hulking figure with insane muscle definition, and it all seemed to happen fast. Combine that with his high stamina in the ring, and people are starting to talk. Fighters like Nate Diaz and UFC President Dana White have publicly hinted that Jake might be using performance-enhancing drugs. Dana has been firing shots at Jake for a while, accusing him of taking steroids. White has been especially vocal, pointing to Jake's rapid transformation and claiming there's no way it's natural. At one point, Dana even challenged Jake to take a steroid test to prove he's clean, but Jake never accepted the challenge. Suspicious? Maybe? Dana's got a sixth sense for this kind of thing, and he hasn't been shy about calling it out. Dana White hasn't let Jake Paul off the hook, openly accusing him of cheating and using steroids. "I believe you're a cheater, and I want to randomly steroid test you for the next 2 years," Dana said, showing he's serious.
"I believe that you're a cheater, and I believe that you use steroids. So I want to randomly steroid test you for the next 2 years. And that thing that you came out with today, nobody on earth thinks that you really wrote that. You're too stupid."
Random drug testing is no joke, whether it's from Dana or Tyson. These tests would check for steroids, HGH, and other performance-enhancing drugs, and they could happen anywhere: Jake's gym, his house, or even mid-training. Refusing would be a bad look, like waving a red flag and saying he's got something to hide. Tyson's only rules make even more sense now. He's not just looking for a knockout, he wants to ensure this fight is clean and free from any shady business. Tyson's rules ensure this showdown is all about true boxing skill, not questionable enhancements. Mike Tyson isn't playing a points game, he's old school and wants the truth in the ring, two men trading punches to see who's left standing. With random drug testing, Tyson is ensuring there's no funny business. His move wasn't...
The guy you mentioned is not really, I'm not fighting him, I'm fighting Jake. So when we did the face-to-face, I asked him directly to his face, as the man, was he on PEDs? And his answer to me was no. So there will be testing. There's stuff in the contract about testing.
Just a curveball for Jake Paul, it was a message to the entire sport. Tyson's reminding everyone that in boxing, legacy and honor matter. Having faced the best of the best, he's not letting a YouTuber turned boxer take shortcuts to glory. As we get closer to November 15th, the stakes for Jake Paul have never been higher. This isn't just about clout or silencing the haters, it's about his legacy. Tyson's new KO-only rule means no easy way out. Jake will have to prove he belongs in the ring with a true legend. There's no room for playing it safe, it's all or nothing for Jake Paul. He's got to swing for the fences if he wants to walk out with the win. But let's be real, Jake's biggest challenge isn't Tyson's fists, it's proving he's a clean athlete. The random drug tests leading up to the fight will be the ultimate test of his credibility in the boxing world. So the big question is Jake Paul even ready for this? Sure, fighting guys like Ben Askren, Tyron Woodley and Anderson Silva is one thing, but going up against Mike Tyson under these new conditions? That's a whole different level. Tyson isn't some over-the-hill fighter just showing up for a payday. He's still dangerous, and these new rules play right into his strengths. On the other hand, Jake's been training hard, no doubt about that. His camp has been...
Hey, too. We're getting ready for you.
Posting videos of him hitting pads, sparring and looking sharp in the gym. But everything changes when you know you've got to knock out a legend like Tyson. The stakes have never been higher, and this fight is a true test of Jake's skills, endurance and ability to handle pressure against one of boxing's greatest. Forget that Jake Paul has never faced a fight where a KO is mandatory.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
What you want, I got what you need. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. All the way up. What you doing today?
Getting that warm up. We got upper body. Nice little pump, you know. That strength.
He's always had the option to go the distance and let the judges decide, but not this time. If Jake doesn't pull this off, it won't just be a loss, it could ruin his entire boxing career. This isn't just another celebrity matchup for views, this is a legacy fight. If Jake wins, he solidifies himself as more than just a YouTuber who boxes, he becomes a legitimate contender. But if he loses, especially if he gets exposed under these new rules or during the random drug tests, it could spell the end of his boxing journey before it even fully begins. So we'll have to wait and see how everything plays out. There you have it, fight fans. What are your thoughts on Jake Paul's world crumbling after what Mike Tyson did? Be sure to share your opinions in the comment section. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more boxing news and updates.